Hey, this is Luke with Walser Chrysler Jeep Dodge here to show you the 2021 Jeep Cherokee. A couple cool things about this one. This will be the Trailhawk model. This means it's more of the off-road ready vehicle. So you'll see there's a little bit of a suspension lift in front and in rear, giving you that extra ground clearance off-roading. With 9 different models available, you can really find something that'll fit you well. If we take a look at the front of the Trailhawk, you do have the full front LED package, which includes the LED fog lights as well. And again, with that Trailhawk, you do get that little bit of a nipped up front end with the red tow hooks and all of the grayed out badging up front. So it gives you that really nice aggressive off-road look. If you're looking for something a little bit more luxurious, the Limited is going to be very similarly equipped to this vehicle, but a little bit more set up for on-road usage. If we start taking a look down the side here, one thing I always like to point out, this does have the heated windshield wiper application for the Trailhawk. So in the wintertime, when you turn on your front defrost, it also melts all the snow around your wiper blades so they never freeze to the windshield. This is a trail rated vehicle, so you know you'll be safe and capable out there on the trails. Being the Trailhawk, it is equipped very nicely, so you do have the keyless entry. Put your hand in the door and it'll unlock, so you can just keep the key fob in your pocket or in your purse, so you're not gonna have to worry about fumbling around with a key. On the interior, you do have the really nice leather trim as well as the beautiful orange stitching. Now in the Trailhawk seats, you are getting those 2 material seats, so leather and fabric. This helps with heating and cooling, and it helps a little bit easier to clean when off-roading. You do still have that 8.4-inch touch display, so you are getting a lot of the same upgraded technologies as all of the other vehicles in the lineup. When you take a look at the back, you're gonna notice there is a ton of legroom and headroom. This vehicle is built for passengers in mind, so you're gonna have tons of space back here for pretty much anyone to fit in. You do have all the charging ports in the back, as well as your heating controls and AC controls, so you can adjust kind of how powerful that air is. You do have the easy fold seat, so if you need to fit some larger objects in, you have plenty of space with that flat load surface. And if you take a look up at the ceiling here, you do have that panorama sunroof, which is a wonderful option to have on this vehicle. Lots of cool things that can be added. As you take a look at the back here, a couple cool things I like to point out. Again, you do have all the grayed out badging back here as part of that Trailhawk look. You do have the tow package. When equipped, you can tow up to 2,000 pounds, so a good amount of towing for this vehicle. And again, the red tow hooks is a part of that Trailhawk package. You can see the really nice brushed silver exhaust ports back there. That's gonna be part of 2 engine options. You can either get a 3-liter V6 engine or the new 2-liter turbo engine. Both have fantastic power and torque. If we take a look at the back here, some models will have the electric lifting. The Trailhawk has the manual lifting tailgate, and you have tons of space back here, pretty much to load it up with anything you can think of. Underneath, you do have the full-size matching spare tire, as well as some additional storage back here for maybe some tow ropes or anything you want to bring with you on that trip. You do have the upgraded audio system, so you are getting that upgraded subwoofer built into the rear, and lots of other cool features. Again, looking over at the side here, because this is the Trailhawk version, you do have a little bit more space for the lifted suspension and Trailhawk specific wheels and tires. Now this is going to give you excellent traction on and off the trail and a good smooth ride on the roads. Again, on the mirrors here, very well equipped vehicle. You do have the blind spot monitoring, so if someone's in your blind spot, you're going to know about it. It'll flash yellow, and you do have heated mirrors again to keep your visibility clear in the winter. With the keyless entry, just pull the door open, and on the inside you see a wonderful leather trimmed driver's seat with the power lumbar support, 8-way in total. And let's take a look at some of the really cool features on the inside. As we take a look inside the 2021 Cherokee, there's a host of safety features in here to make sure you and your occupants stay safe. These are going to include the distance cruise control, the lane keeping assist, emergency braking, and a lot more. I'd love to go over all the specifics with you in store and see if we can get it optioned on a vehicle for you. When we're taking a look at some of the options on this Trailhawk specifically, you do have your SOS and assist buttons. This will help you if you get stranded, run out of gas, or get into an accident. It'll make sure that you stay protected. You do have lots of different storage pockets within this vehicle, so you're always going to have a place to put your belongings, as well as this 8.4-inch touch display. Now, the first page I'm showing you here is going to be part of the off-road pages specific to the Trailhawk model. You're going to see a lot of different drivetrain options, different accessories that you can have on the vehicle, as well as temperatures, your pitch and roll, so when you're off-roading you kind of know the limits of where your vehicle is going to stay at, and your different terrain select. Now this is going to allow you to adjust the vehicle and set it up for the specific terrain that you're on. Below you do have some of those safety features, so lane keeping, you have an option to turn that off. Your emergency hazards as well as your parking sensors front and rear, you can adjust on or off with those buttons. Also in this unit, you are going to see a lot of other features. You do have your media screen. This is where your AM, FM, Sirius XM is going to be located. Under climate, that's where you can adjust all of your climate controls. Obviously under your control tabs, you have your heated seats, heated steering wheel if equipped, and some of the models, once you get up to some of the more luxurious ones, you are getting the option for cooled seats as well. You do have your backup camera, so you have a quick tab for that. Navigation is very well integrated within the system, and the map screen is very clean and easy to read. You do have the option of pairing your phone with just Bluetooth, or you can use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto when plugged in, and then you have all of your settings to be able to kind of tailor and customize the vehicle to yourself. Below, you do have some of those hard buttons for your climate control and radio settings, so if you don't want to sift through the screen, you're going to have a hard button below for you to use, as well as your traction control button and your auto start stop button. Below is going to be specific for just the Trailhawk. This is going to be part of the Series 2 four-wheel drive system, so you're going to get your four-wheel drive low, so you do still have that low transfer case, hill descent control, off-road cruise control, as well as a rear locking differential, and 5 different driving modes. Now this is going to be for whatever situation you may be in off-road. Auto is going to automatically sense where you are. Snow mode is good for snow. Sport for a little bit more aggressive driving. Sand and mud to make sure you don't get stuck or bogged down. And then rock crawling for that little extra torque you need down low. Once we take a look over at the steering wheel, you do have all of your different controls on both the right and left side, and you do have your volume controls below, right on the back of the steering wheel. On the right, you have your cruise control settings, and the optional distance cruise control would be located below here when equipped. You do have your different voice settings over on the left for your voice control for the vehicle or phone integration, as well as answering and hanging up phone calls. And the touch buttons over on the left here are going to be for your infotainment screen up front. Going through some of the different options in the center display, you do have your speedometer. A lot of people really like to have that digital readout. You do have your different vehicle information such as temperatures, ranges, as well as some of your trans and oil fluid levels. You do have your driver's assist for your lane keeping. Fuel economy, you both have trip A and trip B on here, and kind of keep an eye on the great fuel economy this vehicle does get. Your different trip information, your start and stop screen, whatever may be playing on your media control center. Any service messages will also pop up on here, as well as your settings screen, and this is where you're going to be able to adjust and kind of tailor all the information you'd like to see first. With 9 different options for the Cherokee, there's definitely going to be one out there for you, whether it's the Trailhawk having a lot of fun off-road and conquering the unknown, or driving the kids to school in a limited. You're really going to find a vehicle you're going to love. If you have any more questions about the vehicle or any of the options and settings, you can reach out to me, Luke Sanhamel, or you can take a look at our inventory or contact someone at walsercjd.com.